since I retired, I've been very active in the community on two committees that, well, actually three committees. I'm on the Crocker Pond Committee, and I'm on the those are three town committees, and I'm also on the advisory committee at Oakmont. So as a retiree, I've kept myself busy trying to return to the community all the good things that I've received from it. I hope to continue as your selectman in volunteering my time and helping the community stay a great place to live.
I learned at an early age to be patient. We had one bathroom. I have no college. I graduated from Fitchburg High in '46. I have no college education. My parents couldn't afford to send me to college. However, they provided me with a job in the family business. The name of the business was Raynor. It was started by my mother and my father in 1956. They're still in business today under other ownership. I worked with my four brothers, so I learned to get along with people. Well, I had to get along with people. I bring 45 years of experience in the business world, 45 years of having to say yes or no, we can do this or we can't do that. Much like you do with your families. You can afford it or you can't afford it. And with today's economy, with this financial crisis that the country's in, somebody has to say no. Now, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I think I could bring that to the table, and I would be more than happy to serve this town. I think this is the nicest little town in America. Thank you.
I live on the other side of town, Bean Forest Hill Road, and I've lived there for many, many years. My family moved to Westminster in the early 1950s so that I could attend Westminster Elementary School. I was an only child, and my parents were very concerned that the teachers in the Fitchburg schools were not going to be able to help me put on my boots. So anyway, I attended Westminster schools. I graduated from Oakmont Regional, and I was a class officer and a member of the National Honor Society. I then, later in life, attended Fitchburg State College, got a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration, and I did pay out of my own pocket. I worked at the Regional Planning Commission for over 30 years. While there, I held various planning positions, including principal planner, project manager. I was the assistant director for a very long time. And the last 5 years that I worked for the organization, I was the executive director. While I was there, I did a lot of things. I was responsible for overseeing the entire operation, which involved working with 22 communities, including the town of Westminster, the cities of Fitchburg, Leominster, Gardner, and the communities that are adjacent to those. I interfaced with local, state, and federal officials on a regular basis. I was in charge of financial, contract monitoring, oversight of contracts, and dealing with legal matters. I prepared many budgets, complicated budgets, and an annual work. Right now, I'm a member of the Westminster Open Space Committee. I also serve on the North Central Land Trust, and that group, as well as the Open Space Committee, was responsible in the recent past for obtaining a conservation restriction for property in Westminster. That property is still owned by the owners. They will continue to pay taxes on the property, but it has been restricted from development and will remain in forest and farming operation. I believe I'm a professional and open-minded person who would lead the community well. I hope that in the future, November 7th, that all of you are selectmen.